Hey, I want to welcome you. This is Brian Gibbons. We're talking about getting into our library. Welcome to our library. This is our real estate investing library. Hope you find it useful and valuable. Now you just hit this register. Listen to the video, but just put this register here for the library. You're going to come to a form. It'll take a second, and then you just come down here and fill this thing out, get a free ebook, and register for the library. Okay. Now let's just go through it. I mean, the buyers. We've got four kind of buyers that we deal with. We have wholesale buyers, lease option tenant buyers, owner financing buyers, and retail buyers. Retail are like retail loan buyers, like FHA and conventional loan buyers for rehab. Owner financing buyers, whereas seller carry, and lease option tenant buyers for rent to own, lease options. And wholesale buyers, they're the investor buyers that pay all cash, and they're going to do a double closing. Now, sellers, you want to think about what kind of a seller are we dealing with. We're dealing with a free and clear, no loan. That's what free and clear means, no loans against it. Is a pretty house, no work? Is a free and clear ugly house, needs some work or a lot of work? Is it a 50% equity pretty house? Is it a 50% equity ugly house? Is it a thin equity pretty house? Now these thin equity pretty houses are lease option assignments or subject to, and we really love the thin equity pretty houses because it's the least amount of our time, and we make about $5,000 a house. So if you don't know anything about that, let us know. Now funding, how do we fund the deal? How do we fund it? So we might have a hard money lender, we might have a JV partner, we might have a private lender, we might have a split funding rehab, and we'll teach you about that. And then we have a terms lease option funding, we might have a terms subject to funding, we might have a terms owner financing funding, and we need that RMLO, which is a registered mortgage loan originator. I like to have mortgage loan originators with any owner financing, any lease options, even if we're selling on a wrap, we want to be able to do that. Now, terms subject to and a note for equity. Let's say they had a lot of equity, but they'll buy it subject to the existing financing and keep that financing in place for 2 to 5 years. And the other one is a straight option to purchase, which is pretty much of a flip. So then we go into A through Z categories. As you notice here, we've got books for real estate investors, Dodd-Frank links. I highly recommend you go through the Dodd-Frank, go through a class with Dodd-Frank with us. Negotiation with home sellers, marketing for home sellers, motivation and inspiration. Really helpful to be able to keep motivated. Main portal for paperwork, taxation for home sellers, taxation for just lease options, and Texas real estate. And then we have a news for housing. So that's a little bit of a overview. I hope you've enjoyed that little overview, and we've got the long laundry list there. And if you got any questions, just let us know. Okay? I want to thank you for listening. This is Brian Gibbons with an overview of registering for our library. All right. Bye for now.